So the meeting is now being recorded for the benefit of those who will be joining us later.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening, can you hear me? Is that Mr. Bisong?
Yes, we can hear you.
All right, thank you. So like I said, I'm now recording the meeting for the benefit of those who will be joining later. And today we'll be talking about the innovative second-tier transport of Unitsky String Technologies Incorporated. And with me are three other presenters, Mr. Bisong, Mr. Elvis, and Mr. Sunday. And each one of them will be talking to us about a different part of tonight's presentation. The presentation is structured in this manner. We will talk about the transport problems around the world, and then we will talk about the solutions to this problem. Our project, the Unitsky String Technologies Incorporated project, offers solutions to global transport problems. You will learn about that during the course of this presentation. So we'll tell you about our projects and the benefits. And for that, we'll be having Mr. Bisong, who will talk to us. And then we would also talk about the legal aspects of our project and the benefit of this project to community partners. For that, we shall be having Mr. Elvis Smart. And then finally, we will talk to us about how to become financially independent using the Skyward Community Platform and the Skyward Community Partnership Program. For that, we shall be having Mr. Sunday talk to us. And then I'll come in at the end of the presentation to share the recent news and also take questions and answers. And we will call tonight's meeting a close after awarding one of our participants with the sum of $10 cash prize giveaway, which will be given to the participants of tonight's meeting who invites the highest number of prospects to this meeting. And as a result of that, I want to just again share the link to this meeting so that you can send it out, invite your prospects, tell them to attend the meeting. And then at the end of the meeting, when we get to the question and answer and the feedback session, we would ask those people to write the name of those who invited them. And the person whose name gets mentioned the most, and you must invite above 5 participants, and you must be the person who invited the highest number of participants, and you would win $10 cash prize giveaway, just like that. So make sure you invite your prospect and encourage them to stay till the end of the meeting so that you would know if you are the one that's winning our cash prize for tonight. So are we ready to get started? If you are ready to get started, please put plus in the chat box or type ready or put your fire emoji in the chat box and let us take it away. I hope my first speaker is ready for me. Mr. Bisong, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Thank you so much. So
Good
we shall be
evening.
having the first part of the presentation, and Mr. Bisong will be taking us on the technology of Unitsky String Technology. Mr. Bisong, please, you have the floor.
Good evening and welcome to tonight's presentation. Once again, thank you, my creator, for giving me the privilege to present to our people the wonderful transport technology that is going to take about 50 or 60% of the world transport industry. My name is Bisong Sunday, and the privilege to be the community manager of SWC in the Nigerian region. Without wasting much of your time, today we're looking at the problem of modern transport. Now, we have constant rush hours, traffic jams, transport collapse. Now, currently, we can agree with me that the highest numbers of disabled people comes as a result of what? Road accident. If you agree with me with what I've just said, please, I want to see a plus in the comment section. So now the roads are overloaded with hazardous and accident rate has increased. Now the current transport has this basic 4 problems that I'm going to point out. Expensive to build and operate. Environmental impact. Now it has outdated and need of modernization to modernize it to the new level of transportation that we currently need now. Now, it does not solve the current problem of movement of transport. Now, going forward, you will see the consequences of the existing road transport has caused to us. Now, if you look at the road deaths, hundreds of thousands of people dies as a result of road accidents every year, and millions of them are injured and disabled. Now, gas pollution in large cities and constant traffic jam. Imagine people that stays in Ibadan, Lagos, Kano. You cannot testify to what I've just said. If I'm saying the right thing, please, I want to see your thumb up in the comment section. Most especially people that stay in Ibadan and Lagos and Kano State. Now, the stress and poor emotional state of people, destruction of green areas for agriculture. The road is becoming too more cumbersome. We are creating places that are meant for recreation. We are destroying it to create roads. And that's why we're having effect on global, global warming on our beautiful planet. So we need a safe and eco-friendly and affordable transport. And the time has come, and the problem should be solved. And the engineers and inventors are solving it. In this video, please pay attention because you will get a lot of information that I would love to use at the end of my presentation. Please stay tuned and pay attention to this video.
The number of cars in the world will double by 2050. Twice as many traffic jams, twice as much air emissions, half as many natural landscapes. No one has managed to create transport capable of solving these problems yet, until Skyway offered its project. An innovative transport which moves above ground along high-strength string rails. Steel ropes inside the rails can make the Skyway flyover up to 3 times stronger than conventional bridges. The durable flyover makes movement jerkless and safe. The construction requires almost no space on the ground. String transport supports can be erected anywhere in the world, from hot desert to permafrost. The Skyway electric motor will make the atmosphere cleaner. To provide the best quality of transport, Skyway uses the most advanced technology, 3D Experience digital platform, and American Haas equipment. It is used in aircraft and space rocket construction. The creator of the technology, the engineer, Anatoly Yunitsky, has been developing the Skyway project for over 40 years. He wrote dozens of scientific papers, received 2 UN grants, and launched the production of the string transport in 2016. Since then, Skyway has been introduced at 19 international exhibitions from Berlin to Singapore. The achievements of the project are discussed by the world media from CNN to TV Tokyo. New Skyway developments are demonstrated at the Eco Techno Park Test Center every year. 5 types of tracks, 11 kinds of string transport, and thousands of passengers in one place. Today, the project is preparing to enter the world market. One of the most ambitious projects, the Skyway Innovation Center in Sharjah, is being implemented in the United Arab Emirates. Tracks, laboratories, and infrastructure of the linear city. The Skyway Center will be the starting point of the project's development in the Middle East. Today, due to crowdfunding, hundreds of thousands of people have invested in the project, and the Skyway project is more than just transport for them. It is a safe future, real achievements, and a global idea. And you can also contribute to the development of this safe and future-oriented transport. Together, we can make the world better.
All right. So I hope you have
The number of cars in the world will double by 2050. Twice as many traffic jams, twice as much air emissions.
Okay, all right. I hope you have listened to that video and you can testify. At the beginning of that video, we learn to understand that experts are saying that in the year 2050, numbers of cars will double. That to say, as the cars are double, that is how the rules that we are going to create are going to double. So the question I want to ask you tonight is that if this happens, that is to say that the houses that we're supposed to stay, places that we need to make use as agriculture areas, will be created for construction of roads, because we must go out on daily basis to look for food for our business and other activities. But at the tail end of this video, something amazing happened. We have a solution, and the solution is here, which is the Uniski String Transport Technology, an innovative solution to a pressing transport problem. Now, I'm going to show you how this transportation is very unique and solve basic problem humanity is facing currently with the traditional transportation. Now, in the area of high speed and throughput, our technology has very effective area, because the speed of our transportation is 100, it can speed up to 150 kilometers per hour. When you talk about safety and reliable, our transportation is 100% reliable and safe, because this transportation is not driven by human, is self-driven. That is autopilot, is use artificial intelligence in moving passengers and cargos from point A to point B. When you come to the area of cost effectiveness and eco-friendliness, our technology can be integrated in any place around the world. Talking about desert, name it, we can integrate it in cities in any part without harming the soil or destroying the beautiful trees and the universe we have in the universe. Now, we talk about the versatile of our application. Our train transport technology have a large range of versatile area to cover, talking about in the artificial intelligence and other aspects. Now, Uniski Train Transport Technology, which is known as the UST Transport, gets you to your destination quickly and save you valuable time. Now, everybody can agree with me that time is worth money. Take, for instance, you are staying in Lagos and you're supposed to get to your office or sign a contract by 8 p.m. And because of traffic, you miss that contract. Please, in the comment section, will you be happy? If you are going to be happy, I want to see your thumb up. But if you're not going to be happy, I want to see your thumb down, because you miss your money. So in our transportation, speed is one of the priority, because Uniski String Transport Technology can reach speed of up to 150 kilometers per hour, up to 5,000 kilo MWAX. Now, cargo transport, it is capable of transporting up to 50,000 tons of cargo per day in automated model. That will tell you without no human involving in it. Now, in area of traffic interval, you don't have to wait for long for traffic interval. From 20 seconds, our vehicle have been deployed. So now, we want to point out the area of safety of UST transport. Now, reliable track structure, no shaking, no wobbling, no rocking. Automated control system, as I earlier stated, is driven by artificial intelligence. Human error are eliminated. Now, resistant to external influences, no danger from heat, talking about cold, rainfall, hurricane, and airport. Our transportation has proven to be safe in these areas which I have mentioned. Now, when you talk about eco-friendly, our transport technology is 100% eco-friendly. As I earlier stated, it is environmentally friendly, does not emit harmful, talking about substance like emission, carbon monoxide emission that our existing road transport vehicle are causing to the world, are emitting at the atmosphere, which has given us a lot of sickness and name it. But our transport technology is not harmful toward our environment. Now, low noise and vibration level does not cause discomfort to people. It does not have area of making noise. You all can agree with me that if your house is at the roadside, you know how all these big trucks make noise, pollute the environment. It's not even healthy for you staying within those areas. But our string transport technology can be integrated without you having any problem. It can be driven in your area without you having an impact that something has passed you. Now, talking about preservation of environment, more area for left for park, playground, our recreation area for our other activities. Now, looking at cost-effective, UST transport technology require less steel, concrete, and no asphalt, much cheaper to implement. No need to build costly infrastructure, exceptional sustainable cost, low energy cost for transport compared to current world solution, inexpensive fares, as well as shipment and purchase of goods. All these are one of the good features of UST transport. Very, very cheap, very, very moderate to incorporate and to use within our ecosystem, our environment. Now, we talk about the universal UST transport. Now, when you think about this transport technology, most people were thinking that we were only coming in the area of moving commuters. But the one unique thing about the string transport technology is the seaport logistic, which is the container transport system. Now, the passenger freight, high-speed transport is available. UST transport is highly and integrated with other mode of transportation or transport, placed in urban environment and beyond mountains, desert, and glacier zones. So this transportation can be integrated, as I earlier stated, in any part of the world, any region, whether desert, mountain, name it, it can be integrated. Now, permit me to introduce to you this brain behind this an amazing transport technology that is coming to solve the world problem. And this person is no other person but Dr. Anatoly Yuniesky. Please, if you love this man, I want to see your emoji, your love emoji for this man, because this man is a world genius. The world will soon celebrate this man because this man has seen the world 20 years ahead. And I want to give you more little about this man. This man is an engineer of the world. He's a general designer of Yuniesky String Technology, Intet, the president of UGC, which is the Yuniesky Group of Companies. He's an author of more than 200 scientific work, 20 monographs, and more than 150 inventions in the field of construction, transport, mechanical engineering, electronic, and chemical industry. This is wow. This is what we call wow. So he's also a member of USS Cosmonautics Federation. He's a scientist, an inventor recognized by the scientific and global engineering community. See, this man is genius. So this is the brain behind the amazing transport technology we are presenting to you tonight. I think someone's mic is on.
Mr. Samuel Raphael, kindly mute your microphone.
Sorry, thank you for that. Thank you for that. So the Yuniesky String Transport Technology is an international engineering company, string technology, which is the CGSC, which develop, design, test, and operate UST, transport and infrastructure complex. The team include The team include more than 60 specialists of various profile. That to talk about engineering, designers, planners, technologists, and logistic specialists and economic. These are teams of people who are working hand in hand with Dr. Anatoly Yuniesky to bring this technology to the world. And it is at the world face right now. Now, on top of that, UST, or the Yuniesky String Technology Intet, has 60 design bureaus under his name. Now it has 36 buildings and structure. We have over 3,000 units of machineries and equipment. We have 36 hectares of land, areas of demonstration and certification centers. We have over 10,000 10,000 transport infrastructure complex in Republic of Belarus. 10 transport and infrastructure in the Republic of Belarus. Now, this is a complete project in 2 areas of the world. One in the cold region and second in the hot region. In the cold region, it's sited at Eco Techno Park in Minsk in the Republic of Belarus. And in the hot region, we have it at the U-Sky Testing and Certification Center in the Emirates of Sharjah, UAE, which is the United Arab Emirates. You can see these are where you can go fill this transport, drive in it, and come back and testify. A lot of people in Nigeria have went to UAE to drive in this vehicle. They can testify to that. In order to enter international transport market, it is necessary to demonstrate the final product. Now, to show how quickly and comfortable the passenger travel, how freight transport and complex logistics are organized, we are now raising funds to implement or get order for commercial projects. Now, going forward, UST Group of Companies and its tax. Tonight, I want you to know the taxes of these various section of this company. Now, the GTI, which is the parent company that holds the U-Sky and the ERS Holding, is the principal company of group, and it is responsible for ensuring that the project structure is attractive for different type of finances, strategies, and private investment. While U-Sky is the company representing the interest of the project funders, while the ERS Holding are holders of Class B shares of GTI, a holding company for financing the project and protecting co-owners of innovative transport. The largest structure careless favorable condition for co-owners of innovative transport to profit from their financial investment, subject to success of this project, and at the same time, retain full operation and management control over the project. So going forward, I will give you the locations of where this company is being registered. The location is in offshore jurisdiction. Tax consequence for U-Sky, ERSS Holding, and GTI. You will agree with me that every company that want to set up every person that want to set up his company always consider basic 3 areas: talking about tax, talking about security, and talking about the market. UST Transport, Uniski String Transport Technology, have done a very favorable thing for all co-owners of this global transport technology. They have decided to cite the registered company in Seychelles and British Virgin Island. The ERSS Holding and GTI exempt for annual stamp duty, which does not exceed $3,000. That will tell you the whole year, the only thing that the string transport technology GTI will spend in respect of tax is $3,000. It will not exceed $3,000. Now, dividend received by Uniski or U-Sky and ERS Holding, that's people that own the shares of this string transport technology from GTI, will not be taxable. Now, listing, dividend received by co-owners of innovative transport from ERSS Holding will be taxable at personal income tax rate in your own country of jurisdiction, which these are co-owners, our tax residents. So pay note to this. Your dividend will not be taxed from the U-Sky, but it will only be taxed at your own jurisdiction or country where you reside. At this juncture, I would love to say thank you for listening to my presentation, and I'll be calling on the next speaker who will take you through how you can become a supporter or a co-owner of this innovative transport technology of Dr. Anatoly Yuniesky. Thank you, and thank you, my creator, for the privilege given to me to present this amazing opportunity to our people. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Bisong. Please, can we see the hearts in the chat box for that amazing presentation Mr. Bisong just took us? He just told us about the technology and a little bit about the legal aspect with emphasis on the registration jurisdiction of the company. Now you understand the relationship between GTI, the parent company, Unisky, the company representing the interest of the founder of this company, Engineer Anatoly Yuniesky, and ERSS Holding, the one that the holders of Class B shares, the co-owners of this project, the company that represents our interest. And the registration of these companies is in the jurisdiction where there are very, very minimal tax implications. So when our dividends are being paid out, it is not being taxed from the country of registration, but for your own country, you will have to pay personal income tax. So all these are set the foundation for the next presenter, who will be talking to us about the legal aspects of the project and how you can become a supporter of the project. So we have none other than the amazing CEO of Egbule Global Resources, Mr. Elvis, not Mr. Ambassador Elvis Smart, who is a serial and successful entrepreneur, a business mentor, a life coach, and a public speaker. Mr. Elvis is a well-accomplished man. He had his bachelor's from the University of God, I can't pronounce it. It's a Thailand university. Ramhab. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay, Mr. Elvis, you would have to pronounce this university's name as soon as you take the microphone from me. However, he had a marketing major from that university in Bangkok, Thailand, and is presently doing another postgraduate diploma in business management in the Centennial College in Toronto, Canada. Mr. Elvis, you will take the floor and you will tell me how to pronounce this university here, because I don't want to bite my tongue trying to do it. All right, so Mr. Elvis, you have the floor, please.
Thank you very much, my able curator. I sincerely appreciate the introduction. So the right pronunciation is Ramkhamhaeng. Ramkhamhaeng is the first king of Thailand. So he owns that university. So the pronunciation is Ramkhamhaeng University. That is the name of the first king of Thailand. Thank you very much again, Mr. Bisong Sunday. You've just done justice to that very presentation. Also going to with the fact that this is a new slide, and this very slide is so interesting, far better than what we have been presenting. So I'm so much in love with this very presentation. So I will be talking about the Skyward community, just like the curator have just said. And I want us to know that Skyward, as a community, is an official partner of Yuniesky Strength Technology Incorporated. So this community is a large international social venture ecosystem specializing in financing green tech technologies. The technology just like Yuniesky Strength Technology. So this is what we do. We are part of this ecosystem. We are the Skyward community. We are the one financing Yuniesky Strength Technology with our own hard-earned money in order to get big returns. And our ecosystem provides a unique opportunity to become part of a global project by registering portion of the company. Just like we know already, portions of the company are the shares we're getting. Whatever you put in, you get a portion of Yuniesky Strength Technology portion. So we still have the SWI. SWI also is the owner of the international social venture ecosystem Skyward community. So you can see the link between these companies, just like Ambassador Bisong explained. So we are seeing the different link and entities that are being represented here. So in most contracts is a guarantor between global transport investment and a co-owner of new generation transport infrastructure complexes to ensure that the collateral is registered as the property if it becomes a co-owner of the Yuniesky technology. So that is what we're seeing here of that big company. And secondly, SWI handles inquiries and answers questions from co-owners. So every question we have is channeled towards this very company. And again, it provides technical and information support. So I want to take note now investors through SWI Incorporated takes a stake in, just like Bison explained, in EROSS Holding and become a co-owner of the String Transport Technology. So you can see where you fall in. You can see the bodies and the entities that are representing you and myself. So going on to this slide again, we are looking at the company rebranding. You see, many of us, we still mistakenly or sometimes interchange Skyward Community or Uniski String with Skyway. So here we are now going to see where all these things is coming from. The project was previously known as Skyway, and now it's known as UST. So in 2019, the brand change began in 2019 and was mainly due to the entry of the String Transport Developing Company into a new stage of development. So what is that new stage of development? The new stage of the development is the integration of this project into the global market. I thought somebody's going to clap. So that actually helps us to move from the what we call the startup company stage to a business stage. So in 2021, the company transitioned from startup stage to the business stage. That took place in 2021 because it was the accomplished with the requirement of international safety standard. What does that mean? So the requirements that were needed in order for us to move from that stage was actually gotten, and the international safety standard was confirmed by the certification in the UAE. That is how the project has been progressing. So in these very slides we see now, it is very easy to register portion of the company. It's not a rocket science. You see, like one of my downline just called me now. Somebody wants to register, and they're already registering already. So register and verify in your personal account on the website. You can see this is the official website of the company. So you just select the package of portions you are interested in and deposit fund in a convenient way. We have over 19 outlets or 19 ways of you depositing your fund into the system. So you don't need anybody. If you are a crypto enthusiast, you do it through crypto. You want your fiat, 19 ways. So this is a global project. And the third point here is that you sign the convertible loan agreement and receive an extract from the register confirming your ownership of the project. This point is very, very important because so many people, they just finish the payment, they don't sign this contract. If you don't sign the contract, just as you are seeing now, this is the part of the contract or a replica of the contract you will sign. If you don't sign this contract, it means you are giving it out for loan. But if you sign this contract, which means you are asking them to convert your payment into the portion or shares that you are holding. So it's very, very important. If you're registering after today, make sure you sign this convertible loan agreement. Very, very important. As we proceed to the next slide, please. Okay, in this next slide, here is how the convertible loan agreement look like, just like we've seen. So this very one, prospects of co-owners of UST, if successful implementation of the project, the co-ownership of intellectual property. That is what it means. So each time you buy this portion of shares, you have become a co-owner of the intellectual property. And this boils down to the intellectual property of the String Transport project. The String Transport project, just like we've mentioned, is valued at more than 400 billion US dollars. That is the project we're talking about. Facebook, like we see, is about 100 billion, if I'm not mistaken. So this project is 4 times bigger than Facebook. So when we are doing things, we should know that we are in a very big project. We are in a big project. And this co-ownership of Innovative Transport own portion of the holdings, which in turn own the GIT. So like the previous speaker explained, these are entities that has our interest. The GIT, the Global Transport Investment, this is a company that also protects your interest and my interest. So it's well spelled out here. We see different companies in different rules protecting the interest of the investors. So just like we see, accordingly, all coal investors, let me see that slide, please. Accordingly, all co-owners indirectly own the Strength Transport Technology and all the companies that GIT owns. So in the future, we are still going to see how still have more projects. So keep on building, and you will be glad that you are part of this very project. So looking at the dividends, you see, these very slides now that we are in interest me so much. It interests me because this is where many of us will be looking at. The dividends provide yourself with passive income for years to come. So what we are into is a lifelong investment that is going to help you and I, and all investors that sign the agreement will receive dividends. This provides passive income for years to come. Again, dividend distribution is possible in proportion to the portion of shares you have. That is why if you have little shares now, the opportunity is here for you to increase the number of shares that you have. And if you are just coming in, I am enjoining you to buy as much as you can, because when dividend is being paid out, it's going to be paid out to the proportion of what you have. For example, Facebook 3 months ago paid out $50 billion in translation to 50 cents per share. You see, so if Uniski is to pay, for example, 50 cents per share, how many shares do you have to become financially liberated for generation? And look at this. A minimum of 20% of net profit will be distributed to pay dividend to all those who hold the GTI Class B shares. So what it means is that it's a minimum. They said minimum, not maximum. So a minimum of 20% of net profit will be paid as dividend to investors. So are you positioned in order for you to make this money when they begin to pay the dividends? Let's see the next slide. When you look at this structure now, the payment structure, the payment of dividend depends on the receipt of the annual net profit of GTI. So that we already know. Even if the company, this is very interesting. I want to pay a key note to this very point. Even if the company does not go public, as many people are anticipating, waiting for them to sell out their shares in the secondary market, the right of a co-owner of an innovative transport to receive dividend remains. What does that mean? So we are not even waiting for them to go public. As long as you're already in here, when they declare dividends, they've gone public or they've not gone public, you are going to receive your dividend. Is that not powerful? Again, dividend declared will be distributed in proportion to the portion of co-ownership shares that you have. So we are not even looking at when they will go public. We are waiting for them to just declare dividends. Again, this very slide interests me the more. After I have gone through this very slide, now I want to pay attention. I knelt down and I begin to pray. I begin to thank the person who introduced me to Skyward Community. And I immediately put a note to my group. And I say, please, after reading this, go back to the person who introduced you to this project. Tell the person thank you. If possible, send the person Coke money or Malt money. Because after reading this, my heart was so glad. What is he saying? Buyback of portion. He said, get a unique, even if the company does not go public, just like we said, the dividend will be declared. Now, another portion is buying back portion. He said, get a unique opportunity to make money by reselling portion of the company. What does that mean? The explanation is below. He said, on 2 occasions, over 5,000 of our first innovative transport co-owners had the opportunity to participate in a buyback and sell their portion for many times their original value. Take note, this time is when the company opens up. If you feel you needed money so urgently, you want to sell your shares, the company will open up to buy those shares back to you and they pay you the agreed amount. And from what we read here, or what we are reading here, they said the first 2 occasions that what the people received is many times. Take note, many times is not double. This is English. Many times is not double. That is to say, they may have or they might have sold those shares more than 5 or 6 or even 10 times of what they bought it before. And look at the next statement. They said the next buyback will be even more attractive. Are you not glad? After reading this, in fact, I begin to thank God for the person who introduced me to the project. Again, looking at the inheritance stage of this project, the information you need here is in your back office. The information for this very inheritance project is in this back office. What does it mean? If you want your children or whoever to inherit your shares, maybe after you've gone, or the person to have control over your shares, you just go back to the back office and they plug in the name of the person. Say all information is stored in personal account as well as in the UST Technology Co-owner Register. We verify the identity of the heir. We obtain documents confirming the right to inheritance. So just go in there, put in your heir apparel to your information, and that will be powerful. Before I close, I want us to keenly look at this last statement. It says sales of portion. Sales of portion. Each of the exchange rate difference of assets making a profit. What does that mean? When I first bought my Skyward shares, I bought it $1,000 for 300,000 naira. Then naira was 300 to $1. So I bought the first 100,000 shares for 300,000 naira. By the power of exchange, as at today, one USD is trading at 1,663 US dollar. That is to say, I have made almost 5 times profit just on exchange. We've not even talked about how much I'm going to make in shares, but exchange alone has given me 5 times more than what I have put in. Beloved, if you are here, this is an August opportunity you can take up. You can take chance of, not only for you, but for your future and for your family, the people that are still dependent on you. Let me have the next slide. Okay, this all we have said and all I actually just explained now, they are all dependent on all the privilege and benefit described above can only be secured if you participate in the project till the end of stage 15. My beloved here, we are not in stage 3, we are not in stage 4, we are right there in stage 15. Just what we need is the end of stage 15. So this video will be played for you to have a little clips of what I have said so far. Thank you very much and God bless you.
The social venture ecosystem Sky World Community has been a strategic partner of Unitsky String Technologies, Inc. since 2015. We have been successful in attracting investment in string transport technology for 8 years. We have ensured robust funding for the project and, like many of its co-owners and our community partners, we are waiting when the final 15th stage to be closed. While taking proactive steps, over the 8 years of our platform's existence, we have built a powerful mechanism capable of raising the necessary amount of funding to close stage 15 in just 1 year. More than 650,000 people have registered in the Sky World community, of which more than 200,000 have not only become investors, but also signed a partnership agreement. And if right now each of the current investors and partners will make their minimum contribution of $500, then in just a few months, or maybe even weeks, we will confidently announce the closed opportunity to become a co-owner of UST Technology on favorable terms. The $100 per month installment plan will allow you to fully complete the 15 stages of financing in 5 months. And if we want to close the final stage as soon as possible, there is nothing easier. Go to your personal accounts and support the project with an investment without delay. Please note, if every existing investor or partner tells their friends, relatives, or colleagues about the opportunity to become a co-owner of a breakthrough transport technology, the speed of attracting financing will ramp up dramatically. If everyone right now invites at least one investor with a minimum deposit of 500, then tomorrow, we will collect all the necessary amount. The portions of the holding will be distributed among investors and the company will complete certification, construction, and demonstration in the shortest possible time, thus bringing closer commercialization of targeted projects, growth in asset value, and the possibility of paying dividends. Tell people that String Technology is no longer a venture startup, but an independent, small-scale, scalable production facility, increasing its capacity year after year. Tell them that following the results of the audit for 2022, the company has reached self-sufficiency and is currently able to cover its current costs on its own, which means it will soon be profitable and able to pay a minimum dividend of 20% of its net income, and you don't have to wait for a public stock exchange to do that. Often we hear the same questions. When will the 15th stage close? How long will it last? The answer is simple. It's up to you, dear investors and partners. Call, write, tell your community about the opportunity to become a co-owner of a unique transport technology with the prospect of covering up to 50% of the transport market. This is your unique chance to bring as close as possible what everyone is waiting for, with minimal effort.
Thank you very much for watching. Again, I hand over now to my curator, and God bless you.
Thank you very much, Ambassador Elvis. That presentation was beautiful and apt. Kindly put the hearts in the chat box for Ambassador Elvis. And thank you for helping me out with the pronunciation of that university. And thank God I asked, because now you've given me a little bit of history lesson on the first, or was it the second king of Thailand, who you say the university is named after. Thank you once again, sir, for that very brilliant presentation. Ladies and gentlemen, we are approaching the conclusion, and no way the least part of this presentation. In fact, this is the part of the presentation that excites me the most. And before I will give the floor to the next speaker, I want to tell you about this portion of the presentation. You see, sometimes when I talk about this opportunity, some people feel intimidated. They feel like, I don't think I can do anything. When you're talking about multinational companies, I feel overwhelmed. I don't know if I have the kind of money to invest in a project of this massive nature. But let me tell you something. There is an opportunity for you to get started with zero capital and still make money from this project. And I will invite the next speaker who will be telling us about the Skyward Community Partnership Program. And let me also interest you to know that the investment in this project starts with a minimum $50, which is affordable for anybody who is determined to actually secure a stake in this multinational company. Without further ado, I'm going to call on Mr. Sunday Budu. Mr. Sunday is a speaker with the Skyward community. He's an entrepreneur. He's an engineer by training. He's a public speaker, a passive income strategist, and like myself and many members of this community, he's also an advocate of multiple sources of income. Because you can see what's happening in Nigeria now is not funny. You need to earn income from multiple sources. So, Mr. Sunday, kindly unmute your mic. The floor is yours.
Thank you very much, my curator. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, on this webinar today. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, sir. Go on.
Okay, thank you very much. I will want to start my presentation in this section by first of all appreciating the first two speakers, our community manager and Ambassador Elvis, who have just done with the section of the legality and how we come on board to understand many intricacies of what we do. I want to say at this point that we all know, I want to believe everyone who is on this call, you are an adult and you should know that knowledge well applied, correctly applied, produces power. That power can be monetary power in some cases. In some cases, it can be the power of influence over people. It can be power in summary in different form. Now, I want to draw our mind back a little to what our last speaker just mentioned, that there could be buyback. It will interest you to know that there are companies who are not in the stock market, but they have huge return on investment to their investors. So the fact that the company is not yet in the stock market should not be your concern. That is where I will talk about the issue of having the prerequisite knowledge on which your actions should be based. And that is where the Skywalk community platform and my area of presentation comes in. What do we do in the SWC platform? We are actually raising funds to support this innovative technology, and by reason of that, profit significantly from our activity. In other words, there is an affiliate program that gives the member of the Skywalk community the opportunity to take advantage of the financial instrument that allows you to receive some benefit in the form of commission, or call it bonuses, or in some cases you might see it from the perspective of paid for the job done. And by reason of that, you can earn both now and the future. We carefully select site for funding and allow community partners to benefit financially in real cash terms. In other words, what we do here is not virtual money. We are dealing with real practical money. Now, moving forward, to become a partner in the SWC platform is very easy. But before we go into that, what will you benefit if you are a partner? Number one, you can earn up to 18% of the amount of financing raised. Take note, you can earn up to. Secondly, you have a one-time accrual of up to $2,000 for earning a particular status. Thirdly, you can enjoy the monthly bonuses based on investment volume that is attracted to support the organization through your activity. Also, there is the bonus you enjoy for helping to develop the partner structure. And next, there is the benefit of promotion drawings, traveling, and special other benefit given to the company leaders. In other words, what we are saying is this. What we are saying is this. For the past 10 years or thereabout, the partnership program, the affiliate program attached to the Skywalk community operation has been successfully attracting funding to the projects we support, and by so doing, also rewarding the members who are actively engaging in attracting the investment to support the innovative technologies that we have. And this cut across over 180 countries. In other words, this business opportunity cuts across everywhere. It's not limited to Nigeria. In other words, we are here in Nigeria, but you can still attract investment from any other region in the world, and you will still be paid for the job done. Having said all this, there is a training platform that empower every one member to be able to function smoothly and effectively in line with what we do. Remember, I mentioned the issue of knowledge the other time. If you don't have the prerequisite knowledge, the work will be a little bit cumbersome. But the system has built a platform specifically for the rapid growth and development of anybody who is ready to engage with the SWC business model. On the platform, you will get reliable and well-verified information. Emphasis, reliable and well-verified information that will enable you without second thinking, broadcast this information to the target audience you have, and by so doing, you don't have the fear of getting it wrong. And the partners are systematically trained in the adaptation and learning platform from both the basic, which is like the foundation, to higher level of hierarchy, which we can call in terms of leadership. There is also the step-by-step learning of the materials that make it easy for you to grasp and understand whatever we are doing, and supporting with practice, naturally reinforcing your result. In other words, what we are trying to make clear here is that all that is required for you to grow is available in the system. And by reason of that, you can move from the partner level to the highest hierarchy of leadership ranking called the Sky Expert. And by so doing, you are also sharpening your personal skill for personal life and even professional life, filling the gaps, areas of knowledge that you don't still have expertise on. You are learning all that is required. Now, having said this, how do you become a partner? Very simple. I presume either you are already an existing investor, a partner, or a new invited prospect to this webinar. For the newly invited persons to this webinar, you need to get back to who invited you for this webinar. They will provide you a link which will enable you to sign up smoothly. The sign up doesn't take time. 5 minutes, you have signed up, and you have also verified your account. So you just get back to them after the webinar for the link to sign up. Then you verify your account. Of course, verification is seamless. All you need is your government-issued means of identity, and you are verified. Then you, for those who wants to really look deep and enjoy all the initial mentioned benefit of the partner, you must sign the partner's agreement, where you will be given some specific foundational information and training. Then you are now a partner. And immediately you can start making money for yourself by taking advantage of the informations and opportunity that is available. From the moment you sign the partners agreement, you can actually start earning. Now, how do you earn? First of all, there are many ways you can make money from the opportunity we are sharing here. Let's follow carefully, because if you don't understand the demarcation between one earning process and another earning process, you may be missing it again and again. Now, first of all, you can become the co-owner of the UST technology. Remember, Ambassador Smart Elvis told us that you can earn from the dividend. So this is where the dividend issue comes in. And he also told us that if you does not come on board the system before the end of stage 15, then you cannot be part of those who will enjoy dividend. So the first thing, you can become a co-owner of UST technology. And as we implement our technology around the world, you will continue to enjoy dividend for life. You will also earn money from selling your portions of the technology. For example, you can earn money by selling the portion back to the company, which is called buyback. Or if the company now enter the stock market, you can sell portions. At that time, they are now the shares. You can sell your shares. If you wish, you can liquidate a part or a whole as you desire it. Or the other way around, you can keep these portions and continue to enjoy dividend. And if you have fulfilled destiny and you have passed on to the great beyond, then your own heirs or heir can take over from where you stop by enjoying the dividend that accrue. Let's move on to the next slide. Then, apart from that, which is for those who buy into the technology, the other opportunity is for you to become SWC partner. And of course, as an SWC partner, you earn right from the referral program. I think that is where we started from. Now, anybody you invite to the opportunity, remember I mentioned something in the course of the presentation that you can earn up to 18% of whatever investment attracted into the organization to support any of our technology. So you can actually earn direct referral bonus from that, which is the first point here on our slide. Then you also have the privilege to learn in-demand skill and professions. Of course, that I mentioned earlier, that through the adaptation and learning platform, you can learn and fill the gaps of area of your knowledge that you need to improve on. You can improve on that, and then you scale up in terms of your professionalism. Then you can become part of the global community and find like-minded people who, of course, some of them are already talking to you here, and some of them has also invited you for this webinar. So you connect with like-minded people, area of your shortcomings, they can cover up and everybody move forward as a team, as the SWC family. Then you can take note, very important, that what we are into are highly environmental friendly projects. And this is one way to influence how society lives, by supporting technology that helps to improve the generality of the well-being of the society. Then finally, being part of the SWC gives you the opportunity to get into the unique SWC Premium Club. Now, in case for those who are just joining us for the first time, there is what we call the Premium Club members. These are people who have been able to grow and invested, either they themselves and their team, they have been able to achieve certain targets, and by reason of that, they enjoy specific, I call it better mouth watering offer. If what we are presenting to you here is mouth watering, then what the SWC Premium Club members enjoy is bigger than what we are presenting to you now. So you also have the privilege to grow and enter into that category. Of course, the choice is yours to make. You can choose to become financially independent and provide a safe and comfortable lifestyle for yourself. And you support the USky technology vehicles, which will also impact the environment for better. Let's move forward. In other words, there is the UST technology, which is a key to sustainable development of the future transport infrastructure. And there is the Skywalk community, which gives you the opportunity to support this innovative technology and gain financial independence. In other words, let me clearly say here, there are two-in-one opportunity being given to you here now. On this note, I want us to watch this video clip that will further open our eyes to the opportunity we are talking about.
At SkyWorld Community, we have been successfully raising funding for green technologies for over 8 years. Our company already has more than 600,000 investor partners around the globe. Join us, and you too can fruitfully participate in this process. You will not only help our planet become cleaner, but also increase your income. By joining the SWC Professional Agent Training Program, you will receive a step-by-step methodology for collaborating with large investors and successfully attracting investments. The opportunity to participate in the conclusion of significant transactions. The growth of your income thanks to agency fees from major transactions. Access to a community of outstanding individuals who will inspire you to new achievements. Developing premium sales skills that open up new career prospects. The minimum income from the transaction will be several thousand or even tens of thousands of dollars, depending on the investment attracted. The upper threshold of income from the transaction will depend only on you and your contribution to the work on the transaction. This program is for you if you want to secure an important role in the company, strive for income growth, want to learn how to attract large clients and investors, want to become a partner in a serious position, are confident in your sales skills, and are looking for a reliable product to sell. Ready to work systematically under the guidance of experienced mentors. Join the SWC Professional Agent Training Program on the onboarding and training platform and discover the path to financial and personal growth. Together, we can turn 10% of the world's population into venture capital investors, benefiting the entire world.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. On this note, I want to appreciate everyone who is still here with us in this webinar. Please, let's listen. There are specific updates that are going to be indicators that, when carefully well maximized, will give us the optimum benefit of being part of this webinar. Thank you, and God bless you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Sunday, for that beautiful presentation. Now we will be doing something really quickly. If you were invited by someone to this webinar, kindly identify the person. Give us their full name if you have the full name. Just type it in the chat box on this Zoom call. If you came in through the Facebook advert, type FB. So that you identify that you came in through the Facebook advert. That's the advert on Facebook that connects to the training group on WhatsApp. So if you came in through that channel, that is how you got to learn about tonight's meeting. Type FB in the chat room so that we will know how you got to learn about tonight's meeting. Once again, thank you, Mr. Sunday, for your brilliant presentation. Now I will be taking us through some of the recent updates from the back office of the SkyWorld community. The first is that the purchase of named trees in the third round of project financing for Uterra Middle East Agro Industry is available. And this time it is not exclusive to a few persons, but it is available to all partners, and it's available until September 30th. Remember, the project for financing for the Uterra Middle East Agro is ending on the 30th of this month. So if you want to take part and secure a stake in that project, the time to act is now. The available lots for purchase range from the lot for lavender, which is priced at $1,000, which gives you 26% of the profit of Uterra Middle East Agro Industry, as well as 50,000 bonus USD portions, to the Sakura lot, which is pricey. It's a high-end lot for high-end investors. It's priced at $50,000, and it includes 45% of the profits of the Uterra Middle East Agro Industry, as well as 1.5 million bonus USD portions, and you will get to plant a personal tree in the Ecotechno Park come year 2025. Now, for those going for the walnut and the sakura lot, you would also have the opportunity to leave a personal message attached to your tree in the Ecotechno Park. Now, those of you who are new members here, you may not understand what we are talking about. We're talking about some of the projects that SWC finances. I will run through this section so that I do not confuse those new members who are joining us here for the first time. Now, we had a beautiful unveiling of the Uterra product in the International Municipal Forum, BRICS. You know, BRICS, of course, that is Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. They come together to form more or less like a global power of their own. And there was a municipal forum held for the BRICS, and Uterra was presented at that forum. And in that presentation, we're focusing on sustainable agriculture and environmental restoration. The Uterra brand director, Dennis Volozin, highlighted the global issues of land depletion, and introduced our product, the uTerra Fertility Elixir. And this product has been developed within AE Unitsky's EcoWorld project, and it's aimed at restoring the natural evolutionary process and reduce human impact on the environment. So the effectiveness of uTerra product has already been demonstrated repeatedly through the experiments they've done in Belarus and the United Arab Emirates, showing that our product has the ability to grow crops in degraded soil, even in harsh conditions like desert soil. Our product has also shown effectiveness. So the forum served as a platform for promoting our product sustainable solutions to the global world. This should excite someone who has invested in the uTerra project. So if you know you have stake in that project, I want to see your hearts in the chat box. Just drop hearts in the chat box. Thank you. Now, like we mentioned during the presentation, you heard some talks about how we have a platform where you can get learning, professional development, and how you can also participate in a training, the professional agent training on the platform. They kept talking about an education platform where you can learn. That platform is a platform that is called Smart World Community, and it is available to members of Skyworld Community. You access that platform as a member of Skyworld Community absolutely free of charge, and you can learn many different things on many different subjects. So Smart World Community offers every SWC partner an educational platform with interactive courses in various fields like personal branding, sales, and project management. And you can access it anytime, provides flexible learning with full support to help you expand your knowledge and build successful careers. Again, we've had a participation of the Unitsky String Technology in the conference on near space industrialization, or industrialization of the near Earth space. So this is a conference that holds every year, and we had the 7th session in 2024 to September. I think was I can't remember the dates in September, but it was very recently. The Global Conference on Near Space Industrialization, that's GCNSI, was held in Marina Gorka, and it was focusing on space-based industrial solutions for global environmental problems. This event, which is organized by Astro Engineering Technologies, featured presentations on our transportation, how it helps to minimize environmental impact of pollution, and key sections of that conference included geospace sciences, energy technologies, and ecological aspects of closed ecosystems. So people who attended our project included experts from organizations like Roscosmos and UNIDO. Now, the conference was available online and people participated, and even persons from Nigeria participated in that conference. One interesting thing that happened in that conference was that the Indian Minister of Transport, Sri Nitin Gadkari, he participated in that conference and he shared his thoughts about Anatoly Yunitsky as someone who has changed the rules of the game in the transport industry. At that conference, the Indian Minister of Transport praised Anatoly Yunitsky for revolutionizing the transport sector with eco-friendly solutions. And then he recalled how he visited Sharjah and how he experienced the UST innovative Unimobile, and he expressed his confidence in the potentials of that technology to transform the urban transportation, especially in India. India actually now is expected to be one of the first countries to implement the Unitsky String Technology commercial project for transportation in its transport infrastructure systems. I expect that somebody is going to give a round of applause for that, especially if you have already secured some stake in the UST project. Now, finally, gentlemen and ladies, Anatoly Yunitsky announced that the Ulight will start transporting passengers in the near future. And the Ulight transport system is nearly ready to begin passenger services. Initially, this system was designed for freight. However, the system has undergone extensive testing and will soon transport passengers to the lakes and recreational areas of the Aquarel Eco Park. Recall that the Ulight complex is one of our first commercial projects, and it will soon be in operation for passenger transportation. The eco-friendly Ulight system is compact, it is cost-effective, it's versatile compared to transport for other systems of transportation. So we have the lowest environmental impact and low energy consumption. and it fits into the EcoParks landscape. That's the Aquarel EcoPark. And the Ulight system can expand to serve other purposes, such as urban transport, and connect remote areas that previously could not access transport solutions. Ladies and gentlemen, that brings me to the end of the news update, and it's 9:21 p.m. We now come to the invite and win promotion, which is the segment where somebody's going to walk away with $10 for inviting people to tonight's event. So, gentlemen and ladies, I think I'll hand over the floor to my community manager to tell us who will be walking away with our $10 cash prize giveaway tonight. Mr. Bisong, please take the floor.
All right. Good evening, my curator. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, sir.
Can you hear me, my curator?
Yes, sir, you are loud and clear.
Hello.
Mr.
Okay,
Bisong,
yeah.
I think you
On
might...
the winners, okay, the winner for tonight is Miss Peace. I has invited 6% to the webinar, and we have 2 people that came from Facebook, and 1 person from Mr. Ezekiel. So the highest person with an invite is Peace, that invited 6 persons, which are on the list is Tempo, Amara, Yemisi Paradise, Prince Chinagun. Permit me if I pronounce that name wrongly. And
Sorry,
the other person is
Yemisi Paradise. I see Yemisi Paradise from FB. Are you certain Yemisi Paradise is a... Are you counting correctly? Because I'm seeing in the chat room now, Yemisi Paradise said FB. So please check again.
iPhone, is it iPhone Ogechiri? These are people invited by Peace. I call Temple, I call Amara, and Prince. Is it Prince Chinagun?
All right. Thank you very much, sir. So please, Yemisi Paradise, can you kindly let me see where is Yemisi Paradise? Give me one moment. I think she's going to need to unmute her microphone. And Yemisi Paradise, if you are here, kindly drop your email, your SWC email, so that you can... Sorry. I'm sorry. Peace. Forgive me. That name just stuck in my head. So, Peace, kindly unmute your mic and drop your email in the chat room. And Miss Peace, as our winner for tonight, what do you have to say about tonight's presentation? Kindly unmute your mic and give us a feedback.
Good evening, house.
Good evening.
Yeah, I'm blessed with today's presentation. I learned a lot, and I'm happy that I joined this this great company. Day by day is becoming clearer. I'm learning more, and I'm happy that I win the $10.
You're very much
Thank
welcome.
you.
Please drop your email in the chat room so that we can send it to you right away.
Okay, I think I sent it to you, sir.
Okay, I don't think I have seen it. Where did you send it?
Okay, let me put in a public. I personalize
No,
it.
if you want to personalize it, that is perfectly okay by me. I just need to know, did you send it via WhatsApp?
Yes, in the chat group.
Okay, you know,
Okay,
there
let
are
me do it
a
again.
lot
Sorry,
of chat groups. If you can send it to me privately, I would appreciate that, because I don't know which of the chat groups to look in.
like in the okay, sorry, let me put it back.
You send it direct as message on the chat or on the Zoom. I think
Okay,
that's
you
what
mean
it's trying
to
to
me
say.
as a direct message? Oh,
Yeah.
okay, let me check. Let me check. I don't see it. Okay, now I see it. Oh, I see it now. I was checking WhatsApp. All right.
Okay. Thank you.
All right then. So everyone that stayed with us up to this point, I thank you for your participation. Thank you for your presence. I will now quickly, one moment, please. Just one moment. I will now quickly show us the form for feedback. This one is for partners who wish to take advantage of the SWC. Sorry, someone's mic is open. Okay. Okay. Please kindly mute your mic if you're not speaking. Thank you. Now, for those who want to take advantage of the ongoing SWC mobile package promotion, which gives you a 75 portion per dollar discount on your investment on UST, fill the regional event feedback form expressing your thoughts about today's event, and you will be given access within 24 hours to that offer in your back office. So I've dropped the link to the feedback form. Kindly fill it, or you can scan this code that's displaying on your screen right now to fill the form. At this junction, I'm going to stop the recording and I am going to open the floor for questions, comments, feedback, and everyone who has questions from the meeting tonight will now be having the opportunity to ask those questions. Give me one moment.